Again, welcome in everybody. If you're a couple of new faces down there, I believe. So, welcome to the town hall. Essentially, what this is a good place for you to meet up, with your members in game, get to know the leadership team and everything that we have going on. Can't believe it's March already. We're 1 month closer to PAX. Hope to see a bunch of you there. We'll go ahead and get started, Jet. If we can go to the next slide. So again, welcome to Valor. Our vision and values are always able to be found on our website under the About Us or History page. We also have them listed out there, but if you want to catch up on those, go ahead over to vlrgaming.com, click on the history up on the menu, and Sick is also linking everything there in chat. Appreciate that, Sick. We'll go ahead and go to the next slide. So again, if you're new to our town hall format, it's essentially a place for you to connect with the leadership team, stay informed on everything that's going on, learn about any upcoming events, giveaways, or any important announcements that we have, get some clear guidance on who to contact and where to go for the right resources. And then at the end, we'll have a leadership Q&A where you can ask any questions that you have or provide any feedback or anything like that to your leadership team. Go ahead to the next slide. If you are in game and would like an invite to the group, please just type into guild chat the number 1 or ask for an invite. Get you added. We do take screenshots throughout. We'd love to have as many of you here. We're meeting up in the Undermine area. Pretty easy to find. Yeah, I think I'm having some mic issues. I'm sorry. Somebody can take over. I will try to get that fixed. Catastrophic. Thank you.
Yeah, so this is our executive team. So we'll just kind of go down the line. Prophet obviously has been the one speaking, fixing his mic. He is our CEO, kind of oversees everything from the community side to the business side as well. And then I am the COO, so I handle a lot on the business side in terms of like merch, partnerships, sponsorships, things like that. I work really closely with Milk, who is the CFO, who is not able to join this town hall today, but he works with me handling kind of the finances, the taxes, everything kind of on the behind the scenes business side. Then I'll pass it over to Jet.
Muted, I think.
Okay, well, while she's working on that, I'll cover Fel as well. Fel is sick right now. His voice is gone. So he is our esports director. So he is in charge of all of the raid teams, the M+ teams, PvP, basically any of the competitive side. Fel kind of heads that up and runs that. Jet, if your mic's not fixed, I can also introduce you. Jet is our creative director. She is in charge of the stream team and then all of our content series, as well as the social media side and much, much more, to be honest. But shows like Who Wants to Be a Goblinaire, as well as upcoming projects that we are working on, Jet takes the lead on those.
Sorry, Kat, I'm going to jump in. Testing. Can you guys hear me now?
Yep, sounds good.
We'll go to that next slide. All right, so just a brief rundown of our main leadership team. So we have Pitt, our operations coordinator. He handles a lot of the back-end stuff that you guys don't really see, helping out all of the executive leadership team and just all of the leadership team in general, jumping in where needed, handling projects, managing the day-to-day, works really closely with me. And then we have Sparks, who's our human resources. She handles a lot of the moderator tickets that are a little bit more sensitive, or if you ever need somebody to just reach out to and you're not sure who, or if you'd like to keep it confidential, she's a great resource for that. We have Sick, our community moderator. He handles a lot of the posts that you see throughout Discord, the community events, things like that. Cass does a lot of the same, as well as our Mythic Plus manager, and also does the This Week in Valor posts. Des, our community academy lead. She handles a lot of the mentors and our workshops, things like that, which we'll have a bunch to share here in a few slides. Recon 108. Our creative media lead, he handles a lot of the graphics and editing that you see for the game show, for Who Wants to Be a Goblinaire, and a lot of the other visual stuff that you see around the community. Felix, our digital content and marketing lead, he handles all of the social media that you see, as well as a few other video series that are going to be announced and shown off soon, and as well as working with Catastrophic on some of the merch. Emo, our media and influencer operations strategist, that's a long one. So he handles a lot of content as well, upcoming content such as the podcast. There's a pet battle show that we're working on, and he'll also be working very closely with the stream team moving forward, uh, likely starting this summer. And then Hona, our partners manager, he handles a lot of the relationships with our sponsors, partners, and anybody that's partnered up with us. Dank, our community recruiter, he handles just the general recruiting as well as all the specific team recruiting. So any applications that come in, he kind of facilitates what team would be best for that applicant to go to. Ty, who's our GM of Valor 2, and Tenzin, who's our GM of Valor 2, our co-GM of Valor 2. They essentially lead the day-to-day over there, as well as a couple of the raid teams, and ensure that that guild is growing. This was a new initiative that we started last town hall. If you missed that, we'll go over a few things with that here in a few slides. But essentially, Valor 2 was always meant to just be a place to store our alts, but now we've turned that into a full-fledged guild and welcomed them in to help facilitate that. We'll go ahead and go to the next slide. All right, so a couple of leadership openings. We do have a community manager role open. We did have a few of you apply, which we're really excited to start those interviews this week. But if you are interested, please send us a mod ticket or head on over to vlrgaming.com/careers, and we'd love to get you in for some interviews. If anybody's having trouble getting guild invites, if somebody can take over there, I'm going to promote somebody else to the group leader. Sick, I'm making you leader to handle that. So yeah, community manager, just handled the growth of the overall community. And then we also have an events manager opening. Once you handle bringing back the transmog runs, the achievement runs, a lot of the community events that people really enjoy. If you're interested in either of those, please open up a mod ticket or head over to our website. We'd love to discuss that. If you have any questions, you can open up a mod ticket as well on those roles and kind of requirements. And if we can go over to that next slide, please. All right, so a couple of updates just in the general Valor and what we're working on next. So our competitive esport team, so our rating, Mythic Plus, and PvP teams, we're going to continue working on that structure. We completely changed them going into season 2, but we're starting to get some feedback on what is and isn't working. So we're going to continue getting that set up, reaching out to the members and the team leads for those to continue getting that feedback on, again, what is working and what isn't. We want to ensure that we're providing benefits to our players that are out there competing to really set us apart from any other guild, as well as helping out take the stuff that they're producing for content and things like that and get that shared out to the community. And we're also looking into a profession and crafting team. We had this idea in the past and we had some different ways to go about it, but it didn't really work out the way that we initially had planned. So moving forward, what we're thinking is this team would have the same perks as a Valor supporter. They would work together to provide the guild and teams with gold and gold for repairs and the consumables that they need each season. They would gain additional perks as a team, such as access to BOE drops, as well as some additional giveaway in the community as well. So again, that the idea of this would be to give those who want to support but can't donate directly through either Discord subs or just straight monetary donations. This would give them the option to be able to support the guild in another way. And we do know that there's a lot of you out there who love just playing the game as a crafter and a farmer. And this would also give you some options. So next town hall, we'll have a lot more information about how this was going to work. the requirements, the benefits, the perks, and so on. We will have that out in the next town hall and in a post on the website. And we'll start taking applications for that. We can go to the next slide, please. So a couple of Discord updates over the next few weeks. We'll be overhauling the information and layout within the Discord. This to streamline the access of both Valor 1 and Valor 2, because right now everything was set up for Valor 1. So this initiative is just a way for us to make it a little bit simpler, make everything flow nicer, uh, giving access to all of the members to be able to join the raid, PvP, and Mythic Plus teams, engage in all of the discussions, and then access important resources, tools, and the various announcements. We'll also have the guild reports coming in for both Valor 1 and Valor 2. Those will be public so everybody can see and track the progress of both guilds. The goal is to create just a cleaner, more intuitive experience that supports the growth that we're going to be having with both guilds, increase collaboration between the two, and clarity between the two. If we can go to the next slide, please. I'm going to bring Des in to discuss the academy changes. If she's not having mic issues as well.
Oh,
Why does
I'm
this?
not.
There
I
we
just
go.
wasn't
There we go.
pressing my button correctly. I'm good. Hi, everyone. Hope you guys are well. So basically, I'm just going to go over some quick things. As you can see, there's a lot on the slide, and to tear it down to the gist of it, basically, we're working on a lot of projects, but I can give you some estimated like releases for some of them. Today, we had the first video drop that I've been kind of working on the past week. It's talking about the rune dispenser inside the raid. If you don't know about it, the video, I'll make sure to link it in just a second here. We're also working on a Valor workshop. It's going to be a very big workshop with slides on everything that we're doing here. It's going to talk about Town Hall. It's going to talk about our channels. It's going to talk about our raids. So if you're confused on anything Valor related, that workshop will help you. And the Welcome to WoW guide, it's coming. It's big. It's like 10 pages long, if not more. It's going to help you guys with the game if you have any questions. On top of this, we are hiring. I just started a new revamping kind of how Academy's system is going to look. All those roles that you see listed, we are hiring for. We're looking for a new bronze raid lead, a co-lead to go with that. We're looking for an Academy editor. Basically, you just edit the guides. A graphic designer, kind of obvious. You're making graphics. Yes, hiring volunteers. That is very important. It is volunteer. We're looking for a community events manager. Basically, you're going to manage the community events, and then a raid specific lead and a Mythic Plus specific lead, a guide lead, and a ticket lead. On top of this, I'm very, very excited about this one. We are doing Academy Mythic Plus teams coming up. Basically, it's going to be a group of 4 or 5 people, maybe 6, that sit down and help people learn how to do Mythic Plus. So if you're like, I want to learn it, you can learn it now. The Mythic Plus teams will take you through it. They'll teach you everything you need to know. And if you want to be a part of any of the Academy stuff that we're working on, you just have to put through an application. We'll review it. We'll work through it. It should be in team applications. It's like an orange button. It just says Academy Mentor application. Just put in that one for whichever role you're interested in. We'll get you sorted past there.
Perfect. We'll go to the next slide. Thank you, Des. Like she said, if you have any questions at all, please open an Academy ticket. More than welcome to, or more than happy to respond to those. I'm going to bring Catastrophic in since he's sick and hates us and can't talk right now. Catastrophic's going to go over all of our seasonal progress and our competitive teams.
Can't confirm Phil's voice is gone from yelling at us so much. Just kidding. So I'll step in for Phil here. He's obviously the expert on this, but I will do my best. Here's an outline of where each team kind of stands so far into the season, which this is all really great progress because it's still so early in the season. But Blue, which is our push for CE team, is at 7 out of 8 on Heroic. They're 40% into Gallywix. I know that they used some of their raid time last week in order to get a mythic kill just for the vault option and whatnot. And so that's kind of where the 7 out of 8 on heroic comes in there. So really good progress for blue. Ravens, which is kind of the moving deeper into mythic progression team, is already 6 out of 8 on heroic. So they're also on a really good track to start getting into mythic here soon. Prism, which is primarily focused on AOTC and then early mythic, is 1 behind them with 5 out of 8. So again, we're seeing a theme here where all the teams are just crushing it. Bronze is our kind of intro to raiding. It's a lot more new to raiding friendly. There's a lot of time taken in order to explain mechanics, fights, etc. They're already 6 out of 8 on normal. And I should mention that some of these teams, bronze, and I believe beyond is the weekend team, but bronze only raids 1 night a week. So to be 6 out of 8 off of 1 night a week is really, really great. Again, mentioning Beyond, they are in the Valor 2 as well as Valor Insight. Both of these are in the Valor 2 guild, led by Tens and Ty. Beyond is 2 out of 8 on heroic, making good progress into Rick, and then Insight is currently building up their team. Insight is similar to Bronze, I believe, in that it's a much more new player friendly, new to raid friendly team. And then going into our Mythic Plus teams, you can see the team IOs down there at the bottom of the teams we currently have running. These take a little bit of time getting up and running into the season. So Ghost is pumping with 2,700. We have Celestials also right there, almost at the 2K mark as a team at 18. And then Onyx has also been running, and they're at just over 1K. So really great progress from all of our competitive teams so far this season. If we want to go to the next slide. We have some raid team needs listed out for each team here. So blue is currently recruiting heavily for healers, primarily looking for Resto Druid and Holy Priest. However, anybody who has a deep mythic experience is welcome to apply. Again, this is our more hardcore team that is looking to push to CE and then eventually realm, region, and world rankings. So they're looking for healers. Ravens is looking for DPS that can also flex into healing when needed. So things like evokers, shamans, but also looking at druids, mages, a lot of range DPS it looks like. And again, however, if that's a team that you resonate with, go ahead and apply, which you do through the server guide at the top, and then creating a ticket for a team invite. You can also apply through Guilds of WoW. Prism is looking for range DPS. Again, this is our primary focus on AOTC and then right into Mythic as well. So anybody who's gotten AOTC before and you're looking for more of that type of vibe, go ahead and apply for Prism. Bronze, everybody who is new and returning to WoW is welcome to apply. Same for Beyond and Insight as well. So that's what our teams are looking for. If any of those kind of stand out to you, or if you have questions about any of the teams, feel free to open up a mod ticket, and one of our moderators / team leads will be happy to answer any questions you may have. So like Prophet mentioned at the start of this new expansion, we've introduced the T1 and T2 system for both Mythic and PvP. So what we really want to do there is give an avenue for players who want to have a consistent team, have the agency in order to create that team, format it how they want, and really be able to run with it and create it that way. So if you are looking to do that, you can create a ticket, again, the same way you would for a mod team. And then from there, you really have the agency to make it your own and run with it. And what we will provide is a channel in which you as a team can have your specific text chat for, as well as some framework around creating voice channels for your team to run. And we're here to support you in the times that you run your set, your goals that you set, really there to help support that. So that's kind of the T2 system. So you're really able to kind of make it what you want. And then if we go to the next slide, PvP, same idea, just for PvP as well. So If you have any questions on any of that system as well, once again, we're going to sound like a broken record here, but feel free to open up a mod ticket and we are more than happy to answer any questions or point you in the right direction. We can go to the next slide, and I think Prophet's going to talk about a very exciting thing we have coming up.
We're actually going to bring Des in for this since she
Okay.
works directly on the pet battle stuff to cover some of the stuff she talked about in her post the other day. So Des, please take it away.
Yep. Hi everyone. I'm Des. I'm the pretty person poster for the pet battle tournament. I work really closely with Flip. Obviously, I just talked about academy stuff, but I do this too. So basically, here's what I can tell you. We're starting the tournament this week. March 28th is the start date, but the last day to sign up is March 27th. Last I looked, we had about 30 people for NA, like 10 people for OCE, and I think around the same for EU. So please sign up. It doesn't matter how many pets you have, what your experience is. We actually have someone who's uploaded a video that like kind of teaches you about it. So please go ahead and sign up. It's great. We have real pins, y'all. They're amazing. I can even send a picture of mine if you guys would like to see it. We also have trophies. It's wonderful. Those trophies are really well made. Obviously, this tournament is PvP based. We have a lot of rules for it this season, so I can't entirely go over it here. But we're making it more fair by taking out a lot of the really strong, overpowered pets that were there last season that kind of just dominated. If you have any questions, you can DM me or Flip. We'll help you out. Make sure you join the Discord as well. That is a requirement if you do decide to sign up.
Perfect. Thank you, Des. Go to the next slide. All right. So again, we discussed the list a lot in the last town hall and then a little bit at the beginning of this one, but there are 2 guilds now, and I just want to make it abundantly clear that it's not an alt guild anymore, and it's not just like a secondary guild. There's a shared guild. Valor 1 and Valor 2 are exactly the same. We share the same leadership structure. The hierarchy is the same. The reason for having the second guild is obviously everybody has alts, and since we can only have 1,000 characters per guild, a second guild is just necessary with the growth that we've had and just where we're at. But we want to make sure that you're able to communicate cross guild because we do have the teams set up the way they are, and you have to be on in the guild based on the team that you're on. So please use the BattleNet group to communicate cross guild as well as Discord. But if you see here on the slide, the screenshot here, if you open up your guild screen in game, and then you click on Valor Gaming. Once you've joined that BattleNet group, you can click on the Add to Chat window, and that'll just put it in game in the chat window, so you can talk into the BattleNet group. So it doesn't matter which guild that you're in, you'll be able to talk. And yes, the Valor Guild, that's separate. You have obviously the guild that you're in, the Valor Gaming BattleNet group, and then there is also an in-game group. But that also has a limit of 1,000 characters, so it's a little different. So we're ignoring that one for now. The BattleNet group is the important one. So again, no matter if you're in Valor 1 or Valor 2, you are still part of the Valor community. Utilize the Discord and the BattleNet group to communicate, form your groups, stay informed with everything that's going on. There is no difference, we promise. We have all the same goals and mission and rules and everything. Yep, all the same benefits. So the plan for Valor 2 right now is, keep your alts in there as is. We want to grow that one till we hit 1,000 characters as well, and then we will likely start a Valor 3 or whatever we're going to name that third one, and then we'll slowly start moving some alts into there, and then just focus on growing Valor 1 and Valor 2 as our mains. And then who knows? 2 years from now, maybe we'll need a Valor 4. You never know. Depends on how crazy we want to get. If you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out to Tens, Ty, myself, anybody in leadership, or open up a mod ticket. We're happy to explain, the reasons behind this, why we're doing it, answer any questions at all. And yes, ideally, the goal is to receive an email from Blizzard that says, hey, you guys have too many members and too many guilds. We're just going to give you a Valor realm. So that'll be even better. If we can go to the next slide, please. All right, just go over our guild stats provided by our Guilds of WoW partner. The guild as a whole is 1 out of 8 on mythic progression, which is amazing. Sitting among the top 850 out of over 7,000 that have stepped into Mythic so far this season. That is not who have stepped into Raid. That is just into Mythic, which is huge. Our Mythic Plus standouts so far, our top 5 characters hold an average M Plus rating of 2964.40. You gamers are insane. Our top 3 PvP have a rating of over 2026. And our top 20 characters average item level is currently 661, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 675 I think is the highest, so that's awesome. Our highest item level right now is Blitzwig, sitting at 663.06. Our highest Mythic Plus rating is Loa Prayer at 3109. Our highest PvP rating is Big Boy Berry. I think it's always been Big Boy Berry. He's insane on the PvP, 2117 for his rating. And then the most achievement points in the guild is Lucky's Mage, sitting at 48,165. That's crazy. And we are still number 1 on Guilds of WoW with Valor 1, and Valor 2 is close to breaking 100 members. If you're in Valor 2, please make sure you sign up on Guilds of WoW. The more members that we have signed up increases the rank, and the higher on the rank means we get more views, more recruits, which means Valor 2 will fill up even faster, which is what we want. If we can head over to that next slide, please. Warcraft Rumble, closing in on the end another season. They, I believe, already hit max chest on the current season. They have hit every single season thus far since the game released, which is amazing. Led by Rhino himself, also helps out with Valor Ravens. Yeah, maxed out in the first month. We love that. That is awesome. So if you're interested, I'm sure there's a few spots open. Just open up a ticket or go to the server guide, go to channels and roles, and unlock the Warcraft Rumble section. You can also now play this on phone and your PC. So if for those of you who are not much into phone gaming but still want to play, you can download it through the Battle.net launcher and play with the group. We'll go to the next slide, I believe is content. Yep, we're going to bring Jet in. She's going to go over everything that we have content related going on and some future projects. But her mic may not be working.
Yeah, I think her mic isn't working.
Rest in peace.
I can hop in here. Again, Jet's going to be the expert here. However, we do have plans for a lot more content coming out. Prophet alluded to them a little bit earlier, but Who Wants to Be a Goblinaire is kind of our flagship, our very first foray into original content creation. It's, if you don't know what it is, follow our socials because we promote it a lot. But it's also based around the game show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Pretty self-evident there. There's a lot of trivia. You win gold as you go up. If you get the question wrong, you lose all that gold. Everyone gets sad. It makes for great content. So that is our first foray into content. We have a few more episodes being edited right now that will be out on our YouTube coming up. Linked was the most recent one with Corey. Go give it a watch, give it a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We have a pet battle themed show coming soon with details on the way as well as a show called The Rundown. Don't want to spoil too much on what these new ones are, but as they get a little more fleshed out and we get more details, we're very excited about all of these. And then the idea of a Valor podcast has been around since the beginning of time. And so we're just going to throw that classic soon TM in there. It is still something we very much want to do. It's just a matter of doing it right and to the standards we want to do. So that one is much more likely to happen than it has been in the past. And I'll leave that little teaser right there as well. So again, follow us on socials. That's where a lot of this information gets posted. And yeah. And we can go on to the next slide. Along with just original content, we also have a stream team that has, much like our competitive teams, been updated in its structure coming into the new season. And so we have been looking at our stream team and how we can basically open it up to more streamers to take part in. So you can kind of see off to the right there the two T1, T2 system and kind of the benefits you get and the requirements as well. But basically, you just have to have Valor tagged in the stream titles. We have a couple panels on your page that we're going to require down below, and you have to be obviously an active member of the guild and Discord. And then we have meetings that we just kind of bounce ideas off of. It's all about collaboration. The new system, like we said, it allows for a lot more people to participate, which allows for a lot more collaboration and the ideas that we all kind of grow together. So if that's something you're interested in, if you stream on Twitch and you meet these requirements and you want to be part of the stream team, you can fill out the application on the server guide and we'll take a look. And we can go to the next slide. Now I'm in my element here as we move on kind of to the business side. We have the PAX East meetup coming soon, May 8th through the 11th in Boston. I know there's quite a few people who were going already. So if you are going or want to go or are planning on going, let us know. And, you know, we'll be looking to meet up live in person. Very exciting. First time since BlizzCon, which was a blast. So if that's something you're going to, be sure to let us know and make sure to meet all your fellow Valor people, as well as the Warcraft 30th anniversary tour. I don't know if they've fully announced that it's taking part in PAX, but just given the time and the place, there will be something there as well. So that's something that the group that goes to PAX will also be looking to attend. So if you're going to either one of those and or both, again, let us know, and we'd love to hang out with you all. Next slide. We have our merch. So if you go to shop.vlrgaming.com, it'll take you to our merch site. We have kind of two sites. Our partnership with Arma hosts our jerseys and the official pro line. So you see our Pride jersey up right there, the white sweatshirt down at the bottom, and the flag is all with the Arma shop. Arma is the same organization that works with like Method, etc. So really, really happy with their quality. And you can also see in the Valor Pride channel, everybody repping their gear. So very exciting, as well as the kind of base shop or the essentials shop. Yeah, our baseball jersey Cass is finally being designed. So that is exciting. We also have t-shirts, hats, mugs, tumblers, and a bunch of more products coming as well into the base shop. And so we're always looking to add more product types. So if you have suggestions there, feel free to throw that in either the suggestions channel or even the Valor Pride, basically anywhere, and we will find it. And if we can add it, we will look to doing so. The other thing I want to cover on this is we are looking for a merchandiser. We do have some people, like Prophet mentioned. Helix is stepping into that role a little bit. I know Thras also is planning on helping, which is awesome. We want to make sure that we're using real creators and supporting real creators in terms of like art design, as well as putting that on merch. So if that's something you're interested in, put in a mod ticket and just let us know that it's for merchandising and or graphic design for merch, and I will be in touch. Yeah, it's a great way to support Valor as well as a rep, just like Rhino showing off his Navy jersey there. So another way that you can support is becoming a supporter. Look at that. Up at the very top in the server shop section, you can see ways that you can financially support Valor, as well as getting some perks. New supporter emotes are coming next week. We went through with the leadership team to kind of get some new emotes there that we'll add in that you can use in the server. Each month, we just want to show our appreciation to everyone who has been a supporter or who is actively a supporter. So in that Spartan level, we have Yang, Admireth, AFK, Dracos, Helix, Jet, Jingle, Mama, Nick, Oddby, Prophet, Synac, Spooky, and Z. Thank you guys so much. In that elite section, we have Recon 108 and Tychos, and then in that Titan tier, we have Milk, Sick, and Soulsy. Y'all are legends. We appreciate it so much. Just want to reiterate that all of the funds from the supporter packs go directly back into running Valor through website costs, giveaways, Discord upkeep and maintenance, guild gold. It all goes to Prophet's Old Bay collection. So we thank you guys so much. It really does kind of keep the community going and allow us to offer things both out of and within game. So thank you so much for all of the financial support. Another thing that we have coming up that we will be talking about a lot this week is the Valor #ad stream next Saturday, the 29th. Time to be determined, but probably sometime in the middle of the day. We'll be live on my channel as well as the Valor official Twitch channel, which if we could post the Twitch channel, perfect. 6 on top of it, man. Who knows? Follow that. We'll be doing a sponsored stream of Monopoly Go. So it'll just be a fun time and a way that you can support Valor financially without giving money, which is win-win. So again, more information to come on that. Basically, the way that these things work, if you're not familiar, essentially you'll just have to download the game and get to certain levels, and every level, you don't need to, that's fine, you don't need to plug, but follow the Valor one. You get to a certain level, and based off of different level breaks, you get money, or we get money based off that. So you don't have to put anything into the game, just some time. Raid Shadow Legends. Funny you should say that. That is probably coming up at some point, just in case people play it. But yeah, we didn't want to lead with Raid Shadow Legends. It feels like it's a little overplayed. However, their incentives. Anyways, more to come on that. This week is Monopoly, which will be fun. It's a little different. We didn't want to lead with Raid Shadow Legends for sure, but that's another way that you can support us without having to give any money. So yeah, we can go on to the next slide. The living meme Raid Shadow Legends. Another way that Valor provides things to the community is through our partners. Obviously, we sing Guilds of WoW's praises nonstop. It's an amazing organization, but through different things we have here, like Stack Up, Rogue, things like that, we were able to either partner with organizations that we really believe in and think are doing really great work, or give discounts to the community or codes to the community to use their products. So those things also support Valor. Every time you buy a jersey from Arma, Valor gets a kickback, which is great. Rogue as well, you get a little discount, we get a little commission. It's a pretty good system. So through things like this, it also helps support Valor if you're going to buy those products anyways. Let us know and we can get you codes for those. But we also proudly support charities. In the past, we've supported Stack Up, Make-A-Wish, Trevor Project, Dungeon Dojo, all of these things. So we want to make sure that we're also giving back to the greater gamer community as a whole, and just, yeah. So a lot of employers also give volunteer time. If that's something you're interested in, volunteer time off, and you want to work with a gaming organization or anything else, open a mod ticket. We can help you navigate how to request that with employers if your employers offer it. And I think we can go to the next slide. I'll pass it back to Prophet.
Perfect. We're gonna start wrapping it up here. Appreciate everybody coming out to another town hall. Next town hall topics, we're gonna go over the Valor Fellowship, which is a secret new raid team that some of you know about, but most of you do not. We're gonna go over some of the website enhancements that we'll be working on over the next 30 days, as well as Discord enhancements, the new supporter perks and emotes, and then additional transmog and social in-game events, which we know a lot of you are requesting. Then again, some of the general Discord cleanup. So again, please use this time to ask any questions that you may have. If you are in game or you would like to be included in the screenshot here in just a few minutes, please log in and request an invite. We're meeting up in the Undermine for some group photos. If a couple of you want to get on your cars and kind of line yourselves up here. So again, please ask any questions, ask away, anything that you have, any feedback. How's your season going? Anything you're not sure how to do, how to gain access to, anything like that. Now's the time to ask away. Oh yes, and community raid is returning next Saturday. So please sign up if you're interested. If you're on bronze, you should be able to attend this one, but we'll let you know